I think I'm glad we didn't go to the other one, even though we would have been probably the only people there. This is really confined, and he was saying that the other one is even more confined. Good morning, everyone, for our second full day here in Turkey. It is extremely early, just like yesterday, so that we can take another flight. This time we aren't flying to a new location. We're just flying up there in the sky in some hot air balloons so that we can see the sunrise over Cappadocia. I'm pretty excited because the views I'm thinking are going to look a lot nicer than they did back in Egypt. So I'm going to show you more of this incredibly nice hotel we're staying at later when it's actually bright out and I can show you the hotel, because right now I just got my light on up here and it's blinding me bright. So I'm gonna let you guys go and I'll see you up in the sky. We have arrived at our hot air balloons filling up. I don't know if they're picking up at all there behind me, but I legitimately completely forgot how big hot air balloons are. They are so freaking gigantic. You got this, Mom.
Old people are fun, aren't they?
I have got to say that Egypt is not even close to how incredible the views are. The views here are.
Bir, iki, üç. Çek. Git ileri. İpi taktın mı? Mustafa alttan al onu. Sağlam çek, sağlam. Bilgiler yok. Yok abi. Tamam.
Hello again. So we have arrived back in our hotel after our hot air balloon ride. We were just getting ready and are about to head out on our day in Cappadocia. This is the day that we are actually going to be exploring and seeing the fairy chimneys and the other different caves and everything throughout the region of Cappadocia. Yesterday was just a brief glimpse with a little bit of the geological information, and today it's all history. So looking forward to it, and can't wait to show you guys.
You're a youngin'. You're a youngin'. I like coffee. I like coffee. Oh. This is the one I want. This is the breed of dog that I wanted for years.
I like that it walked right up to us. So happy when it saw us.
Oh, okay. This is, how old do you think this dog is?
In a year?
No. He's probably about 6 months, 7 months.
Look at them paws. Use a big one.
We've arrived at our underground city we've been going down to tour. It is just underneath all of this. It's about 8 stories. I don't know a whole lot of details yet. Hopefully I gather that info as we're down there. But this is the one that we're going in. I think it's the more standard one that people generally go in. We were originally going to go to a more obscure one, but he had said that it goes pretty deep and pretty narrow. I'm personally pretty claustrophobic. I did
I was gonna make sure that you admitted your fear.
Yeah, I did the Egyptian tombs well, but that's because you can see the openings and it was actually not that bad. But he also said that this would be rough for my mom. So, oh well, it is what it is. Now I gotta go through security. Bye.
And the whole So, the first level, first floor. You know, the history of those underground cities goes back to the 1st century AD. So they were mostly dug and used by Christians, early believers, to escape, to hide from Romans. First used by Hittites around 1300 BC, almost 3,000 years ago. So they discovered those type of tunnels in the underground cities. Means some parts were going back to the Hittite period, thousands of years ago. But they were mostly used by Christians, starting from 1st century. So when the religion became free, official after 4th century, they were not hiding anymore from Romans. And then they started using the 1st and 2nd levels, like here, as their storage cellars, you know. Because from every house they had a tunnel coming into the city. So that continued to 7th and 8th centuries. So in that period, this time we see the attacks of Arabic tribes in this region. Probably Christian believers here, they try to escape from them, hide from them. So then in the 11th century, Seljuk Turks came. They were tolerant to the other people. The cities were not used anymore for us, you know, because this was the area for clay pots. They were storing grains or liquids, wine, everything, and those halls were like cisterns when they were used for storing grains, wheat, barley, all other things. And then you'll see those type of details. They were used for hanging something, you know, because they didn't use any metal, you know, hook or anything. So then around you'll see lots of small halls like that. So they were used for communication. They were calling each other through them. So I call them telehalls. You'll see lots of those. So they were using candles, oil lamps. They were mostly using linseed oil. Linseed is a bush or plant still in this area. So they were getting from the seeds of linseed seeds, you know, the oil. So that's why some parts are darker.
Hey, sister.
He was saying about 4,000 to 5,000 people lived in this, and there are miles of tunnels under the ground, going about 150 feet deep. and only stopping when they get to the water
I
table
was
down
going to say
below.
hi to you from over there.
Nope.
So you know those concrete steps were done around 60s for the visitors, and then they blocked lots of side tunnels. Otherwise, the visitors could be lost. So now you cannot use this is one way.
This is more confined than any of the tombs we crawled through in Egypt. I said this is more confined.
I think it is. I don't remember having to crawl across like this.
Oh my gosh. How did they keep track of their kids?
So you know, the underground cities had constant temperature, so there were good places to make wine and store wine. What they did, they were putting the grapes here, they were pressing by feet, and they extracted the grapes into those holes. See, when you roll this, that way, it blocks the entrance, and after rolling, when you place a piece of rock on this side,
yeah.
no one can open it.
Okay.
Because there is a hole in the middle, they could see the people behind. So now the long tunnel here goes to the 5th level. So in the tunnel on the left hand side you'll see an opening. That was one of those shops. So even now you can feel that fresh air is coming from there, you know.
Oh, okay.
So try to look at bottom and up. On the sides of the shop you'll see all these holes they were used as ladders.
Definitely not for people who are extremely claustrophobic.
This goes to the other levels of the tunnel. So here also was used as a winery. You know the other underground city, the nearest one, the one you mentioned, is Derinkuyu, means deep well. It is as much as this one. It has also 8 floors. It's for 5,000 people. Same idea. The only difference, the tunnels are longer and very narrower there.
Same height.
Almost. So there was it said, according to the you see documents, there was a tunnel connection between these two cities as well, for 5 miles. So many of those cities were also connected to each other through tunnels. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Those stairs, steps done after 60s. So along those steps, probably before there was a ramp. So on both sides, you'll see the living quarters, houses, caves of course, bigger or smaller caves, according to the sizes of the families. So they're like condos. And then we will reach to one of the centers of the city. So, you know, other than those wells, they needed too much water because thousands were staying here, maybe a long time. So they were also collecting rainfall from outside.
This place is pretty freaking awesome. I think I'm glad we didn't go to the other one, even though we would have been probably the only people there. This is really confined, and he was saying that the other one is even more confined. So, kind of glad we did this one. But there's a lot of people, so it's kind of warm.
I feel like you're less careful when they tell you to be careful.
Hi guys.
There's another Rolling Stone, blocking door.
If you want to go wider, you can click the. Oh, right there. That's super wide. Oh, I'm gonna pop my head through the hole up here.
It either looks like bread, the way it's carved, or it looks like little houses, but I like to think that those are little slices of bread.
Yeah, that's where they proofed. Hello again from my bedroom back at home. I was editing together this video and it turned out to be way too long. It's already at almost 20 minutes or like 17 minutes. So I'm cutting it here. I'm going to put Goreme Open Air Museum in the next video. So if you guys have made it this far and you haven't already, hit the like button down below, subscribe, and I'll show you guys more of Goreme Open Air Museum and Cappadocia in the next video.